What's up, guys? Nick here. Another exciting week in crypto. Remember a few weeks ago we had that little bit of a pullback, and people were saying the bull run's over, crypto's dead. Well, guess what? It's not. I know I'm a day late and a Satoshi short. Satoshi's the smallest measure of Bitcoin, sort of like a Bitcoin penny, I guess you could say. But the man, Elon Musk, he has converted $1.5 billion cash of Teslas into Bitcoin. This is incredibly bullish news for both entities, honestly, to say the least. And it is a revolutionary and historical event in not only cryptocurrency, but the business world in general. This is going to change the way companies report their earnings. This is going to change the way a company's balance sheet looks forever. This is inevitably going to change the way we do transactions, because not only did Tesla convert $1.5 billion cash into Bitcoin, but they will also accept cryptocurrencies in exchange for a Tesla. So, yeah. And surprisingly, they are not the first company to do this, even though they are the first company to publicly announce that they have included cryptocurrency on their balance sheet. You'll never guess, but certain Home Depots will actually accept cryptocurrency. Yeah. Good old Home Depot, and Starbucks too, and PayPal, another company that Elon Musk helped start, also will accept and can be used for Bitcoin purchases. So this really, and I mean, this is super cliche and lazy of me to say, but this just further demonstrates the genius of Elon Musk. This is truly what it's like to see somebody that is highly intelligent in several different areas in action. Now, if you've watched interviews with Elon, more to his business philosophies and the business side of things, Elon is not much a fan. Contrary to what I believe a lot of people seem to think, Elon's not a fan of the system of the stock market. He has publicly criticized the SEC. He has had beef with Warren Buffett and Jim Cramer. He is not a fan of the stock market. And he's also, he's not a believer in advertisement. You won't, and this actually is not untypical from an automotive company, even though Tesla is more than an automotive company. But, just you'll never see like a Porsche or Lamborghini advertisement. Well, you'll also never see a Tesla advertisement. He doesn't believe in it. Tesla does not spend much on their advertising expenses at all. However, what Elon just did was he took the power of the market and the power of advertisement, and he moved those together to create a huge advantage for himself. So, interesting fact. The two most popular and profitable assets among retail investors, not the balding suits on Wall Street that cried over GameStop, retail, and the Redditors and the Robinhood, the cool nerds, are Tesla and Bitcoin. Tesla stock and Bitcoin. Both have provided insane return. If you would have bought either one of them just last year, Tesla was going for about $350 a share last year at this time, right as when the shutdowns hit. And since then, it is up to a little under $900 post a 5-to-1 split. So really, it would be by last year's standards, close to about like $4,500. And Bitcoin has went up from the $3,000 to $5,000 range to comfortably over $40,000 again, in the $44,000 to $47,000 range at the time of this video. And Elon, he made this observation. His investors, his followers, were also interested in Bitcoin. So then Elon starts promoting cryptocurrency, but he does it in a way that is creative, relatable, and fun. He does it with Dogecoin. He wasn't just sitting on Twitter pumping cryptocurrency. That would be illegal. I mean, that's market manipulation. But he's making these playful Doge memes. So now he has introduced that he is speaking the relevance of cryptocurrency into existence, if you will. And he is people that had never bought and traded stocks or cryptocurrency, just from having Twitter, they see this Dogecoin and they download Robinhood, and they all buy the Dogecoin at the same time, which causes Dogecoin to go up, which means they make a decent return on their investment. But that sets up the more intended, inevitable play of Tesla converting $1.5 billion cash, which, if I remember, that's about 10 to 15% of Tesla's cash, into crypto. Now, there's a really good video on this on YouTube, guy named Meet Kevin. Highly recommend you follow Meet Kevin. He's a great guy. He's one of the he's better than any news media outlet today, in my opinion. And he broke down the effects of cryptocurrency on a balance sheet. Now, this is all still new, and it's going to be interesting right now with tax return season. And, all these guys walking into guys and girls getting their taxes done who maybe messed around with some cryptocurrency and sold it, how they're going to be taxed on that. But cryptocurrency behaves a little differently on a balance sheet in comparison to traditional cash or stocks and equities. Cryptocurrency is a volatile asset. That means that its value is sporadic. It doesn't usually hold a consistent value. It can be up $3,000 next week and then down $2,000 the week after that. So this means that Tesla, by having bought Bitcoin in January, they probably bought it at about $34,000-ish a coin, and they bought $1.5 billion of it. So I'm not, I can't really do that math in my head, but that's quite a bit of Bitcoin. But here's where things get interesting. That $34,000 Bitcoin is now worth $47,000. So Tesla has grown their revenue considerably just by having Bitcoin on their balance sheet, without even paying any advertisement costs, without even building any cars, without even just having cash. Tesla has grown their value as a company considerably just by having that Bitcoin on their balance sheet. Now, the inverse is true. Bitcoin goes down. If Bitcoin goes down to the point of where it is a loss from what Tesla initially reported it at, it is going to affect how profitable they look in the eyes of investors. So, interestingly enough for retail investors, and I know most of my audience is retail investors, Bitcoin and Tesla are now forever correlated. from now on, especially any movement in the price of Bitcoin in relation to the stock price of Tesla, they are going to correlate with one another. If Bitcoin has bullish news, if more firms and more businesses adopt Bitcoin, it's been rumored that we will be hearing in the next few weeks other major companies, which is to be expected, the price of Bitcoin will go up, which means Tesla's value goes up, which means their stock price will go up. But if there's some dramatic news, which at this point would be some sort of massive failure in the blockchain that causes Bitcoin to go down considerably, it's going to negatively affect Tesla's balance sheet, and it's going to decrease the price of their stock, which even then creates an opportunity, because now if you're an investor, you get Bitcoin and Tesla for cheaper. A lot of people, you know, it's sort of like the suits got caught with their pants down, because they're saying Elon's a market manipulator, and you know, it's irresponsible what he's doing on Twitter. It's, to be honest, it's genius. I mean, he invested in an asset that at the time he bought it, given the fact he has that first mover advantage, is likely only going to go up from his initial investment and even from there on out. Because now you got to think, let's say like Apple, who's being rumored to be the next company to add crypto to their balance sheet. Let's say Apple buys $1.5 billion in Bitcoin. Well, now the $1.5 billion Tesla bought is worth more, which increases Tesla's value more. So Elon, he created a powerful, critical first mover advantage with what he did. Now, it'll be interesting to see how things play out, but yeah, incredibly bullish news, incredibly bullish. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not an accountant. You know, I'm not a stockbroker. I'm just a guy sitting in his Cadillac right now. But yeah, it's going to be interesting, and it's going to be an exciting time. So as usual, let me know what your thoughts are on this video. Let me know what your opinions are on the current situation. And yeah, that's it. I'm Nick, and I'm out. Peace.